I'm a little hippie. And today I'm going to be talking about some anticipated new releases, at least in my book, and like what I'm going to do in order to be prepared to read those new releases. Right now, I can only think of three, but one of them is going to be House of Flame and Shadow, I think, by Sarah J. Maas. Um, which it's already come out. It came out in January, late January. I think it was like January 30th or something. Um, and so it's already out, but I haven't bought it because I've been trying to figure out whether I actually real life want to read it or not. I've been going back and forth because when I tried to read House of Sky and Breath, I just was like not into it. I was like, what is going on? I did not know what the hell was going on in that book. And so I've been trying to decide because I feel like I'm kind of falling into something of a reading slump. And, you know, I just, I'm like, is that what I want to do when I'm literally on the cusp of being in a reading slump? Probably not, is to start a book that had me like, oh, because I started it, I think, like, probably like 4 months ago. I got a few chapters in, and then I was like, yikes. And I just stopped. So, I just never went back to it. But now I'm trying to contemplate whether that's something that I want to do because I've been in a big, huge romanticy mood lately. Um, And so I'm trying to put feelers out to figure out how people felt about House of Sky and Breath. Um, and to decide whether I'm going to read House of Flame and Shadow. Um, but I think I'm leaning towards giving House of Sky and Breath a chance, going ahead and reading that, and then buying House of Flame and Shadow. So the next release that, and this one I'm super, super, super excited about because I love this series. I love, 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 love this series. Let me get all of the books real quick. Where even the first one, but and so, like I was saying, my next anticipated read is going to be a part of the Magnolia Parks universe. I have every other book in this series. The first four: Magnolia Parks, Daisy Hates, Magnolia Parks: The Long Way Home, Daisy Hates, The Great Undoing. I've read each and every one of these, and I enjoyed each and every one of these. If you can see that I have tabs in each of these books, every single page. I do have two copies of Daisy Hates and The Great Undoing, which I'm going to grab so I can show you that I tabbed that one too. This is the UK edition of Daisy Hates The Great Undoing, and as you can see, there are tabs in here as well. And then there are tabs at the top and little notes that I took on the inside. And can we talk about how floptastic? Come on. We love a floppy book. I read all four of these, and in order to prepare for the most anticipated Magnolia Parks: The Long Way Home, I would like to read all of them again. Right now, I'm reading Magnolia Parks, and so then I'm just going to follow it all the way through. That way, by the time that Magnolia Parks, the Into the Dark, I think it's called Into the Dark. Magnolia Parks Into the Dark is released on February 18th. I believe it's February 18th, and if it's not, I'm going to post the actual date on the screen so you can see. But once that comes out, I want to have all of the other books like fresh in my mind. Now, because this is Magnolia's book, I don't have to read the Daisy Hates installments, but I feel like I should just because their stories are so closely intertwined. They share the same friend group, and so a lot of the same things are being told just from Daisy's perspective. And so I want to read all of them so that I get the full weight of the story, essentially the storyline. And so I'm super excited for that. I cannot wait. I'm ordering that as soon as I possibly can. And then the last two are just books by authors that I am just kind of getting into. Number one being Lila Sage, and her next book is going to be called Swift and Saddled, I believe, which I'm so excited for because I just read Done and Dusted and I enjoyed it so much. And it was such a cute little romance. And I'm excited to see what she's going to do with this next one. Um, so I'm excited for that. And then also, Emily Henry has another book coming out, and I have never read an Emily Henry book that I was feeling. I did try to read Book Lovers, and I was just like, no, this is just not the book for me. Eh. And then I started Book Lovers, and I got like 90% through the book, and for some reason just DNF'd it. It wasn't that it was bad, I don't know, I didn't finish it. But she has another book coming out. I think it's Funny You Should Ask. I don't know, but I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can see. But that's something that I think I'm gonna want to sink my teeth into because in reading Beach Read, I found that I could get into her writing style and her voice. Um, so I want to give that book a try, and everybody and their mom and their dog loves Emily Henry, so I want to give that a try. Um, so I'm super excited for these books, super excited, hopefully, to get into House of Flame and Shadow, and then also to get into Magnolia Parks, Into the Dark, which out of this whole entire list, that's the one I'm most excited for. Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage, and then finally, I think it's funny you should ask by Emily Henry. And so that's going to bring us to the end of the video. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good evening. And most importantly, I hope you read a good book. And I'll see you in Azia. Bye.